Alright guys, it's opening morning of turkey season. Steve and I are here on some public land, about 30 minutes from my house. It's pretty convenient. Did not see a single truck on the way in. We got in pretty early, but not a single truck, so fingers crossed that we don't get overrun with people. But we're going to take a little nap. We're all already dressed, ready to rock, so we'll take a little nap or just relax for a little while and then hop out here shortly and start listening. There's one. Number two. Well, we struck out on our first spot, and we've stopped a couple more times since then and haven't heard anything. There's a lot more vehicles out than we thought, so we're going to try a couple more spots if there's nobody there, and if there is, or if we don't hear anything, then we're going to head back to our original spot, and I know it's a good spot for turkeys. Almost every time I've come out here, I've had a turkey within half mile of that spot, so we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. If not, we'll head back and go sit down for a little while and hope one shows up. Well, that didn't work out. The next couple spots I wanted to listen at had vehicles at them, so we're going to head to the original spot. Go give it a listen there for a little while, probably go get set up. I know a ridge that they like to use once they lose their hens, so we'll go sit down for a little while and hopefully one starts gobbling in our spot. So we just heard a turkey, so heard our first gobble of the year. He's off pretty good ways, but let's see how I can close the distance on him here. Walk down into the bottom. I think he's on the other ridge across the road. Or across the bottom. Tree.
Heck yeah, he did.
He fell out of the tree.
I missed it.
He hit the ground hard.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Then took off running, survived it.
Day two. Let's see if we can find us a turkey today. Alright, so we're on a bird this morning. We got one over here, and there's another bird that I haven't heard again yet to pinpoint, but next time this bird gobbles, we're making a move on him, so wish us luck. Just put it on me. You're probably going to hear this turkey gobble while I'm talking to you, but way too close to this turkey. I think we might have boogered him up, but he is gobbling quite a bit, so he can't be 100 yards. So we were hearing a different turkey, and we were headed towards them, and this one was in between us and them. So we got a bunch of turkeys around us this morning, so hopefully we can get a little bit of footage going. Alright, so this turkey's going the other way. We've got hunters coming from the road up here on the other side. So what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna go up to this big point and try to work around this turkey. If we can do it without spooking him. We might be in the game because this guy's calling over here. He sounds wonderful. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head up this ridge over here. See if we can get around this bird. Alright, so we've almost made it around this turkey. We're were circling around on that bird. We were kind of stopped, just waiting for him to gobble again, and just so we didn't spook him, you know. And we heard some scratching in the leaves off the other side of the ridge. No gobble or anything. And I knew it sounded like a turkey, and I told Steve that. We squatted down, and we just never heard it again. So we got on this side, the gobbler side, 10 yards off this little logging road. Move slow. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I had zoomed in on that one too.
nice,
Pretty.
bro.
Hell yeah. Some chapter pickups. Yes.
I think it's a Jake.
What does that mean?
Well, he's a young one,
Oh, okay.
but this is only my third turkey, so.
What's up, man?
Dude, where do they come from?
I have no clue.
I have no idea where they come from. They were just right on. Steve's new turkey hunting, guys. This is called the flop. Steve, so basically almost every turkey does this after you kill it.
Oh, really?
It's their nerves.
Mm.
Dude, where did they come from, bro?
I don't know, just out of nowhere.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
If it had been an older gobbler, they probably would have busted us because they were so close. I did that calling on them. They had to have been 30 yards.
Yep.
But it's a youngster, so all I know is I saw a beard and I went for it.
There you go.
Good. Man, that was a good morning.
Yeah, it was. Their faces look like up close.
Huh?
What their heads look like up close. Oh wow, that's crazy. That is cool. That is neat.
Well, I am done for the week. So I might just have to get Steve a turkey tag
Heck yeah.
if he wants to keep coming. Let's get him fanned out here. So Jake, they just have these short little beards, right? So he's only a year old.
I see.
A gobbler would have a longer beard. It'd be 8 to 12 or 12 plus inches. These spurs here, see how they're so small?
Mm-hmm.
The gobbler, I mean, they'll get up to 2 inches. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Generally, they're around an inch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's just got the nubs, so.
That is impressive.
Pretty bird.
Mm-hmm.
For you guys that don't know, I'm a pretty novice turkey hunter. This is only the third turkey I've ever killed. Both my first 2 turkeys were gobblers, but so this is my first Jake. Obviously, I would prefer it to be a gobbler, but I'll take what I can get. I'm no expert by any means, so. But exciting hunt, and that's what you ask for. For Steve to get to witness a turkey kill, maybe give him a little urge to want to do it himself. So.
Good.
Alright, guys. So you pretty much saw it. The footage is short, but I mean that's literally when we saw them is when Steve flipped that camera on. So we had this turkey gobbling this morning. We got probably too close to him from the jump. and he ended up working kind of at an angle the other direction, also away from that other guy calling. So we went up 2 ridges to get around and try to get in front of him, and he kind of got a little quiet. He gobble every 15 minutes, probably 10 minutes, but as we're coming down this logging road on top of this main ridge, I heard some scratching over there on the other side. I was like, that's not a squirrel. So me and Steve just squatted down because it was right there. I mean, it had to have been that first group of turkeys that come through. So my theory now at that point is that first group probably was a couple hens and a gobbler, or a hen and 2 gobblers, but I could not, they were about 50 yards, 45, 50 yards through the brush. I could not tell if one was a gobbler, and at that point, the range, I don't know. I haven't practiced out to that far, so I don't know how well my gun pattern's that far, but either way, I wasn't willing to risk it. Them turkeys worked off, and I'm willing to bet, Steve, that when I said I heard them turkeys again, I'm willing to bet you it was one of those 2 turkeys. You remember when I said, you know what I mean, when I said I heard them again?
Yep.
Guarantee it, I'd almost guarantee it's one of these turkeys. So anyways, them turkeys worked off that first group. So I told Steve, get comfortable, because we're going to sit here for a little while, because this obviously is a pretty good spot. I had that gobbler over there. Them turkeys come from this side. This is the main ridge in this little pocket of woods. So, and they're scratching everywhere. But I told Steve, get comfortable. As soon as we got comfortable, I hit a little calling sequence. I wish it was on camera, but we were running out of battery and we didn't want to switch the battery yet. And I hit that call. I looked up, and there they were, 30 yards in closing. So as soon as I saw them, I told Steve to flip the camera on. He flipped it on. That's where they were when we saw them. I don't know how they got up on us that quickly and quietly, but they had to have just been behind a big tree or something. I have no idea. But either way, you saw it. So he is a Jake. You want to zoom in here, Steve? He is a Jake. He's got short beard, short spurs, but it's only my 3rd turkey ever, so I really could care less. Honestly, I'm just pumped. It was an awesome hunt. Steve got to witness what turkey hunting's really like, to a degree. He got the bad end of it yesterday and the good side of it today. So, but we're gonna get this thing out of here, head back to the truck, and might go get some celebratory McDonald's or something. What do you think?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Alright guys, so I had Steve go over and sit where we were. Is that exactly how you had the mesh?
Not exactly. It was
Yeah, get it just how you had it, because that looks a little bright. Right.
Yeah, just over the camera, just like this.
Okay, that's perfect right there. So Steve's over there, exactly where we were sitting, and it's perfect, honestly. It couldn't have worked out any better. From our view, I thought we were kind of in the open, but I'm going to zoom in on Steve. There's a slight glare on that mesh, but it was over the camera just to keep this black tripod from shining. But obviously Steve had his mask, and I didn't even have my mask on, but he's pretty well hidden, so it worked out pretty good. This is how these turkeys snuck up on us. So there's dirt bike trails everywhere throughout the woods here in the National Forest. So them turkeys, I didn't realize how close they were to it. They had to have just worked up this dirt bike trail, because they were moving at a decent rate. We should have heard them coming, but this would explain why we didn't hear them. I knew it was over here, but I didn't realize how it curved down that hill there. So they walked up this trail, cut into the woods right there, and this guy took his last steps.
Thunder sounds on the ridge top, gobbler hammering in the treetop. Gotta head up the hill and be real still. Ain't nothing else to give me this thrill. Wings beating on the branches. Caught a glimpse of where he landed. He's 100 yards coming. Now he's running right down the end of this loaded gun. I'm a running gun from the break of the sun. Gotta cut 'em off and get in front. I can't
Victory
sit
McGriddle.
in a trance. I take
On
the
the next
chance till I find one that wants to dance, son. Sometimes I wonder about my never-ending hunger for chasing thunder.